I didn't expect this. I honestly thought Tyler, the Creator, had went Hollywood. You know what I mean? When I say Hollywood, it means like Bruno Mars. You drop an album once every 5 years, and then you tease some stuff, and it doesn't come out. You know, this Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars album has been teased since March. And what do we have to show for it? 3 months, one single, for an album that's probably going to be 10 tracks. Like, why would you do that? Why would you tease people like that? I love that Tyler, the Creator, isn't this, like, little immature-ass bitch that's flashing us, and then we don't get the full result until, like, 6 months down the line. I like that he's not like Bruno Mars. It also helps that he's not 5'5". People going crazy. Has a lot of people saying a lot of things, what they want, what they expect. What do I expect from this Tyler, the Creator album? I don't know. I have zero expectations. If it's going in the direction that I think it's gonna go, then Tyler, the Creator might put out his best work yet. With Flower Boy, to me, it felt very reminiscent of a very clumsy beast just roaming through, knocking shit over, trying to express feelings that hadn't fully been realized yet. On Igor, those feelings seem to mature a little bit. We seem to get a little bit more of an idea as to what he was insinuating on Flower Boy, into fully realized thoughts on Igor. While on Igor, it didn't feel as much as a beast knocking a bunch of shit over. It felt more like a beast in a suit trying to present itself as someone who was like dating material or someone who was lovable. It was definitely a nice evolution from Flower Boy to Igor. Now, with Call Me If You Get Lost, I couldn't expect it to go any other way but Tyler, the Creator fully embracing and being comfortable with love, emotion, intimacy. I mean, the sky is truly the limit for this dude. I really enjoyed Igor. I really enjoyed Flower Boy. I think those are Tyler, the Creator's best projects. I know that's not a hot take or anything like that, but I gotta tell you, I was not a fan of Tyler, the Creator really at all until those two albums came out. I listened to his music before, but it didn't hit, which is why I say being edgy ain't for everybody. Maybe you're not built to be an incel. Maybe you're actually a ladies' man or a man's man. I say all that to say people grow up, and Tyler, the Creator, if this next album is great, might have one of the best 3 album runs. And I don't know what to really call this. I wouldn't call it rap. What is it? Like neo-psychedelic soul rap, R&B soul. I want Freddie Gibbs. I want The Alchemist. I want FKA Twigs. I want Tyler, the Creator. I want A$AP Rocky. I actually want Playboy Cardi. I want Frank Ocean. I want a bunch of these dudes. I want everybody on this record, basically. Kali Uchis would be nice, especially after her last album, and I'm so upset I wasn't able to get the vinyl for that record, man. I still want to jump off a bridge to this day for that. This is looking to be a great project. I haven't listened to Lumberjack yet, right? So I don't have any expectations of what the album is going to be based off of a single. I'm going to listen to the entire thing come Friday, and we're going to see how I feel about it. And I hope it's great. I feel like it's going to be great. I just don't feel like he could go wrong at this point. He's found his wave. He's found his lane. I think if he just sticks with it, the sky is the limit. Speaking of people that I didn't expect to be dropping, Logic dropped another single. I think an album from him is coming as well. I don't know if that's coming next week. I don't know if it's 2 weeks from now. I don't even know if he announced an album. I feel like I heard somewhere that he's coming out with one, but if I didn't hear that, then maybe I just made it up in my head. He's dropping new music. That retirement did not last long. I didn't expect it to. The thing about Logic is I don't really have any further expectations from Logic. You know, No Pressure felt like the final chapter, or what should have been the final chapter in my opinion, to just close the book on Logic. Not that I'm mad that he's still releasing music, because I think that he still has room to release his best work. I still don't think that his best work is behind him, and I think he knows that. You know, there's too much inspiration in the world for him to be like, yeah, I've done all that I could have done. I don't think he has. I still think he's got a great body of work, better than everything that he's released over the past 5 or 6 years. I think he's still got that one in him. I have no further expectations of Logic, okay? So when his album drops and I don't have a video to post about it, it's not because I think it's garbage. It's not because I think Logic is trash now, even though he has, you know, in the past been trash. I would like to listen to it on my own time, really digest it, really take it all the way in. And yeah, hopefully it's his best work. I don't really have much to say. Just glad that he's out of retirement. You don't want anybody in a retirement that you feel like is gonna come right back out. I just feel like if you're Logic, you can't release an album almost every year and then be like, I'm retiring. You try, but I feel like you've got way too much to say and way too much material for that to actually be believable. So shout out to Logic. I think that's great that he's come out of retirement. I think it's great that he's inspired again. Maybe fatherhood has given him a totally different perspective on life and on world events. For me personally, being around my nephew for as long as I've been around him, I just have a totally different perspective, developed a totally different like instinct that I didn't know was there before. So he probably has a totally new outlook on life. I think that's great. I think that's great for his music. We're gonna see what it develops into. Last but not least, I kind of have two things to talk about, but one of them might not make the video, and if they both make the video, that means that I really was passionate about this rant. Deluxe Albums. We have to put a stop to this. I am so sick and fucking tired of hearing a 20-track album have a deluxe special come 3 days after the fucking release. I don't want to see that anymore. Polo G, there is no reason that you should have an album that is 20 fucking tracks and you are releasing a deluxe for it. Migos, there's no reason that your album should be an hour plus and you still have a fucking deluxe for it. There's no reason that Lil Uzi in Future should be releasing a deluxe. There's no reason. Getting back to Polo G, I haven't even listened to your original fucking album. Why are you even thinking about a deluxe? Take those extra songs and shove them up your ass. I don't want to hear them. Let me hear the original. I don't even want to listen to the original now. That's one thing I appreciate about J. Cole, man. Like, at the end of the day, outside of that Revenge of the Dreamers 3 Deluxe, which was actually good, he'll drop an album, have the tracks that he wanted to put on there, and then leave. Now, to their defense, I know we're all sick of deluxe albums, but let me argue against myself for a second. We just have to understand that these rappers are actually performing as employees now. Okay, we have to realize that when you're working your job and you want more money, what do? You ask your manager, your supervisor, your boss for more hours, right? Or you work overtime, right? That's how you get more money if you're not getting an immediate raise. If they got an immediate raise, they probably wouldn't be releasing deluxes, okay? But let's put ourselves in their perspective, right? In their shoes. I want more hours, I gotta work overtime to make more money. They want more money, more streams means more money. I gotta make more songs, even if they're fucking garbage. So I understand that these guys have to work now as like their employees. But fuck that, man. When I used to work extra hours, my extra hours didn't affect retail. My extra hours didn't affect the people that would come in. I was delivering the same type of service, the same quality of service, working an additional 5 hours as I was when I was doing a 9 till close, or a 9 till 5, or a 9 till 7. The quality in my efficiency did not drop because I had put extra hours on. These niggas don't give a fuck. They said deluxe, deluxe, deluxe. My main album was trash. Let me put more trash on top of the trash. And it'd be cool if it was just like an extra 3 to 5 songs. But these niggas are putting an additional 10 to 15 tracks on top of an album that was already longer than the average Dragon Ball Z movie. I don't need to hear every song you've ever made. Some people will probably be like, yo, what's wrong with more music? It's just more music. Either listen to it or don't. That's like telling the Bureau of Engraving and Printing, oh yeah, printing more money won't cause inflation. The only benefit to them releasing deluxe albums like this is that they're further devaluing the mainstream so that hopefully the price of the underground goes up. Meaning, I think people in the future are going to start looking for more alternatives to mainstream hip-hop, which will cause them to ultimately go to the underground, to the lesser known spots of this realm, causing less fans for the people that are further devaluing mainstream hip-hop. Because I don't have a problem with mainstream hip-hop. It's a great feeling to listen to the same music that a bunch of other people are also listening to and everybody enjoys it. It's not a good feeling when you have to literally look for a refuge from that because it has no value. Speaking of no value, the XXL Freshman cover for 2021 is garbage. I don't know what this is. You got Coi Leray, aka Riley from the Boondocks. We got Ruby Rose. How did she make it? The only people that I think are probably gonna make a little bit of noise on this freshman cover are Flo Milli, who's my favorite on the entire list. We got 42 Doug, who I've taken a more recent liking to. I think there is the dude who did the hook on J. Cole's one track. I know it's disrespectful not to fully know his name, so I do apologize for that. He did the hook on the 21 Savage song on J. Cole's most recent album. I don't hate Tusi, but I don't really like his music like that either. There's this one girl on there that sounds basically like an off-brand Meg Thee Stallion with just less energy. I actually really like that DDG from the YouTube space is on the cover. I know a lot of people probably hating on the fact that, oh, how did a YouTube rapper make it? he's worked hard, you know. He's put a lot of work from his YouTube channel into his music. He's transitioned healthily. I heard he had a boxing match. I heard he did well in the boxing match. Dude's been hard working out here, all right? I can't deny his work ethic at all. But this nigga trash too. Ian Connor, bro, how? So I know a lot of people's main gripe with this list was like, oh, I don't know these people. I don't know them, so they shouldn't be on the list. That's not really my issue. I know that it used to be like XXL is a place for you to find new talent that we didn't know of before, and I think that's a great thing. I think that's beautiful. But I know the other complaint is I don't know anybody on this list, and I feel like I should. We should have talents that we understand, people that we know on the list, because we usually find out about people before any of the mainstream media does. When people feel like they should know who's on the cover, I don't think they are saying that because they need to know of people, or people need to have developed a big name for them to acknowledge their talent. I think it just means that people feel like XXL is just putting anyone on the cover. I mean, at least half of this list is actual walking feces. Like, half of this list is literal garbage. And I'm not saying that this list is garbage because it's a popular thing to say. I mean, the last list, in my opinion, that was actual garbage was 2017. And we can fast forward and see there were only a few people on the 2017 cover that ended up making noise beyond that point. Okay, where's Ugly Guy? I think he's a great guy. I think he got great personality. Where he at? Where's Made in Tokyo? Okay, where's Kamaya? Where's that nigga with the funny hair, with the blonde, the Super Saiyan wig? Where's he at? I remember when XXL just had bangers, bro. They just had hits, you know what I mean? 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, all hits. 2016, oh my God, majority of the 2016 list is still active and bigger than they were when they got on the list. XXL's job, I feel like, is supposed to be predicting who's going to be big in the future. And they're letting you know now so you can hop on the bandwagon. But half of the list I've already heard of and acknowledged as literal human waste. I don't understand, beyond this point, what they have to offer mainstream, underground, emo, whatever it is. But we're gonna listen, you know, I'm gonna listen to the freestyles, I'm gonna listen to the ciphers, but I just felt no need to cover this time because it was just so bland. That's how I feel. We'll talk about this more in the coming weeks. See if my opinion on this changes. I'll be adding my own freestyle again this year because, you know, I'm always the best, and we're gonna keep it rocking like that. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I love you. It's raining right now. Fuck off.